Kam Curry. Sometimes I go by Willie Clutch when I'm producing, doing that thing. So, man, the start has been a long start because I feel like this is now the start. Although I've been doing my thing, recording, producing, engineering myself for like the past 10 years, you know what I mean, since grade school, 9th grade, you know what I mean. So as a college graduate and finally getting that school phase out of my life, I finally got the time to really, go on my campaign and show everybody who Kam Curry is. So that's right, we're right in the middle of that right now. So it's been great, it's been great.
I'm larger, the smoke becomes thicker. Strictly for my niggas, not strictly for my spitters. Yeah, just keep me close, just like my drawing right under your nose. Under my robe is this talented hoe.
Man, for 2019, I just want to, just put out quality projects, get some quality videos out. Pretty much making up for lost time that I was in school the past, 4 or 5 years, trying to get that out the way so I can focus on this full time. So, so far it's been two good, amazing months, man. January and February, working on my mixtape in the beginning of January. January closes out, everything's good. February comes, they just dropped the Complex thing with Tay Keith. So that gave me a little buzz that I didn't know was coming just in time for my project strictly for my spitters to come, which just dropped Friday, and that video from Complex dropped Tuesday. So it's crazy how it all just came in the right time because we shot it, months and months beforehand. So it's been pretty cool. It's been a good ride, man, since because I didn't know that was gonna come out this week, so I don't know what else is gonna come in the future. Pretty much, I can just hope for me to keep dropping what I'm dropping. Just keep it going, shows and all that. So. Man, me and Tay Keith, we go back like last decade. We just found each other across the internet. Early social media days, like MySpace days. That's when I first found out about him. That's when he first found out about me, just two kids. I'm probably like a couple years older than him, but I still saw him as someone who was doing their thing, posting up songs on their playlist on MySpace. And he was actually rapping at that time, which is the funny part, because everybody knows him mainly for producing. But nah, he liked to rap too, you know what I'm saying? He was doing the auto-tune rapping in 2009, like we was on it back then. So it's been amazing to see how he grown so far, and eventually we linked back up at MTSU where he just graduated as well. So, he got his degree there, I got mine there. And during MTSU, we just stayed close, made a few beats along the way, and it's really exciting to see where he is. And I'm just real thankful that he saw some in me and was like, I'm gonna bring my guy and let him, get his little shine or whatever like that, So he's a real humble dude, If you just follow the trend of who he is, he's just always someone who puts people in new positions, Because he's been blessed, so he just has the mindset that he wants to bless others, So I'm just gonna do the same thing as my time comes. But I've been thankful for everything so far, man. So good. Yeah, it's been crazy, He's just one of those guys who just finally getting his just due. Although he's been doing this, I don't know if it was 5 or 6 years ago, but he was uploading beats on YouTube. I think. Juicy J got a hold of one of his beats and he didn't get proper credit for it, and that was just one of those moments that made him look like, I got to really step back, learn the business, and then I'm really going to put my foot on their necks then. Because, he could have, wanted to go into this whole breakout lawsuit thing, but the thing about Tay Keith, he knows that it's all about timing, and if he just focused on the music, didn't worry about all the extra stuff, it was going to eventually come from him, which is a good model for anybody who wants to pursue music, you know what I mean? It might look bleak in the beginning. Sometimes you might be like, no, I don't want to do this. I ain't feeling it. Nothing's been happening. Nothing's been going on for me. But, it's all about time. It's just not your time. And, it's just amazing how it all works out because, he got his first #1. By this time he's already triple platinum or whatever. But he got his first #1 with Sicko Mode right as he graduates. At his graduation, I was right there. And, they handed him the plaque. That was pretty cool for everybody else at MTSU to see. So they can know, somebody at their alma mater is getting the recognition they deserve, and they can also do it. So it's been an amazing ride being able to see that myself. It's part of the answer is the reason why I call myself Kam Curry at times, and part of the reason why I call myself Willie Clutch at times. Same person, different egos. Sometimes I feel like I'm this rapper. Sometimes I feel like I'm this producer. And sometimes I'm fortunate enough to be both at the same time, where I can be in the studio, lay a beat out, and then rap to it in the next 20 minutes. So it was just the kind of thing where, a lot of my favorite producers growing up, they also had those type of alter egos. You know, like Mac Miller had Larry Fisherman. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? MF Doom also called himself he called himself some of everything. You know what I mean? But it's all about just having fun with it. You know what I mean? And just knowing that sometimes you may be feeling this and sometimes you may be feeling that. You know what I'm saying? You don't always want to necessarily put yourself in a box to where, you know, somebody, he's just that producer rapper, kind of like the Kanye complex that I kind of mentioned in my song with Brian Brown and, you know what I'm saying, Chuck Indigo, Kanye complex, but in a different context. It's a non-contest. Like, what I mean by that is that, you know what I'm saying, like, people want to categorize you as this certain producer rapper, you know what I'm saying, or they just want to label you as just a producer or just a rapper, you know what I mean? So I like that I'm kind of able to blend in and, you know what I'm saying, be whatever I want when I want. And it also helps me just in the creative aspect because now, like, as a producer and as a rapper, when it comes to rapping as a producer, I know certain cadences and certain flows, you know, that other rappers may not be able to achieve or unlock. You know what I'm saying? Just by being able to listen to certain sounds in the instrumentation, or, you know, this hi-hat is hitting on, you know, every 1/3 of a beat. Is, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. So you're able to get a little more technical with it, knowing the production side. Yeah. So it gives you a little advantage. Okay. Definitely. Cool. I'm from East Memphis, and just Memphis as a whole has always just had this heavy trap sound, you know, deep bass, you know, dark melodies, and that's just always been my blueprint just being from, you know, the era of 3-6, the era of, you know, Tommy Wright III and all those people. Like, that's what we grew up on. So it's just crazy that, you know, we all kind of sticking to our culture and we still carry that same melody, that same trunk rattling bass that you heard in the songs back then that were new to everybody. You know, we grown to make that, you know, prominent in our music because we know that we, you know, at the end of the day, you know, Atlanta got their thing going, you know, Kendrick and LA got their thing going. You know, these are different sounds that you know are from that area. You know, so it's very important that we finally getting our chance to make a mark in the music industry, and like so people can actually know our sound. And so, coming from that aspect, I've always just had a heavy trap influence in my life. But as I started shifting over to MTSU, that's where I met people like, you know, Isaiah Rashad. I met Michael Da Vinci. I met, you know, numerous amount of people. It could be Chuck Indigo. It could be Brian Brown. I met all of them in Nashville, and you know, they just carry a different essence than the people in Memphis. You know, when it comes to the music, theirs is more mellow. You know what I'm saying, laid back, more. You know, you're tapping into conscious a little bit more. And so with me being here in the past 6 years, it's kind of rubbed off me in a sense that now I kind of mix the best of those both worlds. You know what I mean? Having that trap influence, but still speaking about, you know, my own evils or my own, you know what I'm saying, whatever makes me this person that I am to be, you know what I'm saying, just being really reflective on my life and, you know what I'm saying, capturing it in a way and, you know what I'm saying, giving it off in a way where people can receive it better than someone, you know, who's just on the tracks, you know, being all unruly and, you know what I'm saying, which is good. You know, I love hype music, but as you can tell by my temperament, I'm real cool, real laid back, so I think it's real fun that I'm able to take the elements of the unruly and mix it with the elements of, you know, grace and, you know, all that stuff, all the little cool mellow stuff. So being from East Memphis, Tennessee, and coming over here to like just Chattanooga in general, like it's just a blessing that I'm able to, you know, do that, or I'm able to even, you know, get to know you guys, because like in Memphis we're real, what's the word for it?
Cliquish.
We're real cliquish. That's a great word for it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing about Memphis is you can blow up in Memphis and you don't have to blow up anywhere else in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us, in Memphis, they don't know too much about the side of Nashville. They don't know too much about Chattanooga. They don't know what they have going on here. So I feel like I've been put in this, you know, good position to be able to take the best from this side and the best from this side and fuse it together.
Reaching my mind, realize you won't see a beach in my mind. Memphis was rough, though it seems like I'm fine. Hot cop blood on my sneaks around 5.
You know, most importantly, I do want to say thank you to the Milk Drop for bringing me here first and foremost. And you know what I'm saying, just a good time. Like, I just released my first project pretty much, which is called Strictly for My Spitters. You know what I'm saying, last track produced by me as Willie Clutch. You know, it has Brian Brown, it has Chuck Indigo on it. I also have my homie Cairo Swanks on it. I also have an insert from my grandmother on it. You know what I'm saying? She just retired, so I put her in the editing. That way she gets some royalties, you know what I'm saying, from the song she's on. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm just very, you know, excited to be a part of whatever's going on in the Tennessee hip hop scene. You know what I'm saying? And we got at least 60 to 100 more years in this bitch on top. So that's it. That's all I got.
Reaching my mind, realize you won't see a beach in my mind. Memphis was rough, though it seems like I'm fine. Heartbreak, caught blood on my sneaks around 5. Memory suppressed by the time I was 9. Put it away, by 12 I was smoking to keep my head straight. I transferred them evils and negative weight to enough bars to lock the whole White House away. Knowing that I could be finished today just keeps me inspired to keep family safe. Wanna maintain and put bands in my safe.